All right, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to kind of hold off on this video because I was interested in doing a Rise to Cog with this deck, but I wanted to make this video a little earlier because of the way the Dream Ticket system works and the way, the new player guide and everything being updated at the same time. I didn't want this to be lost kind of in the sauce, and I don't know if this will be a Rise to Cog deck. I'm hoping that I have enough time to make a Rise to Cog. I am currently on Platinum with this deck, and I really wanted to make a quick overview about the deck, a mini how to play, because this deck's actually kind of insane. I am getting my way up. I'm in Platinum rank 4, making my way up to Legend, and right now I am sitting at, if I can find it, a 20 win streak in Platinum itself, which is pretty crazy, all things considered. Not very often that you get a crazy win streak like that, even if it is in Platinum, not quite in Legend yet. Hopefully next time I update you with this deck, I will be king of games with it, and then we can have like a full in-depth breakdown of what's going on. But here we go. Introduction, Prediction Princess. I am in love with this archetype. It is, in my opinion, the best new box card. When you look at Necros, when you look at Bujans, when you look at all these other things, they just have too many issues to really be considered any good. And on the same time, this deck also synergizes really well with Book of Moon. So if you're a free-to-play player and you're just going in for Book, you can also pick up Prediction Princess, which has been an amazing archetype, for me anyway. And I just quickly wanted to kind of go over the cards, what they do, and how you play them. Of course, the big boss monster, Prediction Princess Tarote. I call it Taratore. I don't know if that's how you actually say it, but this card's insane. It is a Book of Moon on legs. Basically, once per turn, you can either flip a face-up monster face down or flip a face-down monster face up. So it's Book of Moon and Book of Tau every single turn, which in and itself is an amazing effect. It also has the added effect that you can summon any flip monster from your hand or graveyard. And there's a couple of flip monsters that people have taken to play, and we'll go over the flip monsters as we have time. But any monster, and this is one thing too, a lot of people, they don't realize this, it has to specifically be a flip monster, so it has to say flip in the card text if it's old, or it's an actual flip monster. So insect flip effect, you see that flip is in the actual card text itself. So make sure to keep an eye on that, because a few people, they've been saying things like flip flop frog and stuff, which would be amazing cards in here, but they're not actually flip monsters, believe it or not, even though they do have an effect when you flip them face up. So Taratore, that's the main boss monster. It's 9 stars. You summon it with the Prediction Ritual card, which goes up to level 9 or higher when you use it. And this card's really nice too, because it has the added effect of, after the turn you send it there, you can banish it to add a Prediction Princess Taratore, the actual ritual monster, to your hand from your deck. So you get more value, even though this ends up in your graveyard. Now we're playing this with the Master of Rites skill. Master of Rites 1, I believe Yugi, Pegasus, and Alexis have it. And every single time your life points are reduced by 1,000, you can send a card back and you can add a random ritual monster or add a ritual spell. And since we're only playing one ritual monster, one ritual spell, you're pretty much guaranteed in what you're going to be adding. This can be used twice per duel. You can use this multiple times in a duel. So if you, for example, play Cosmic Cyclone, which is one of the best 1,000 used cards in the game, you could Cosmic Cyclone, activate your skill, Cosmic Cyclone, activate the skill again, and there you go. You get your 2 uses. You get both your ritual monster and your ritual effect. So that's the reason I'm playing the 2 Cosmics. This is my free-to-play account, so I do have a Stardust in here too. If I did have another Cosmic, though, I would easily replace it with this. The Star Blast is literally here just to be another 1,000 usage card for me. All right. Now, the other cards in here that are super important, the next most important card, Spirit of the Fall Wind. This is in the new box with Book of Moon. It's an SR, 3 of them. This card lets you search any flip monster and add it to your hand. So, of course, in an archetype where every turn at the end of your turn you can summon for free a flip monster from the grave or hand, this card is amazing. Now, in terms of what flip monsters you should use, there are 3 that I really like, but this one just is mandatory. Deus Ex Crawler is an absolutely insane card. Basically, if he's face down on your field and then gets flipped face up, as long as he remains on the field, all activated monster effects on your opponent's side of the field are negated. Harpy Slash, negated. Thunder Dragon Levianeer, negated. Destiny Hero Dreadmaster, negated. His card is absolutely crazy. And basically, if you go first and you open up this guy, the Taratore, and your Prediction Ritual, you just stop your opponent from playing any monster effect heavy strategies from then on, which is really, really awesome. Really amazing stun deck for that usage. I personally also like using the Hade Hane because of targets like Burst Dragon, Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, or the Bloom Diva. These monsters, obviously, you know, they can be targeted, but you can't do anything against them. You can't destroy them, you can't ram into them. Which makes it very, very difficult to actually take them out. So I personally like using that just to have something to bounce those monsters back to the hand. But you can also see a lot of people use the Ultra Muffus, or Ultra Muffins as we call them. He's really cool because he has non-targeting AoE flip down effect. So it's like Book of Moon, but it doesn't target. So get things like Luna Light Dancer and stuff like that. You can use this guy to flip all those monsters face down. So those are the 3 primary flips I would consider running. There are a couple other ones I've seen people play, like the Umastrix and stuff. But these are the 3 that typically I would choose between. And these are the 2 that I've been running in ladder, because honestly, the Ultra guy, he's only really good against Lunalight, and you don't see that much Lunalight in ladder anymore. They're pretty much non-existent. Other than that, I'm using the Temperance. This is kind of just a filler card, you know, just it's level 6, so this plus any other monster that's not like the Deus Ex is a Taratore Prediction summon, if need be. This is mostly the free-to-play coming in. You could play Sphere Karibo if you have that instead. I know some people have that. You could use that. 2 Book of Moon, because I just happened to get 2 Book of Moon going through the box to build this deck. So however many copies of Book of Moon you have, toss them in there. And then Treacherous Trap Hole, because Treacherous is just the best card in the game right now. I also do have these extra deck monsters, but you don't really need to run this extra deck monsters. This is just what I got lucky and drew with my free-to-play gems. This deck that I made, the reason I wanted to make this video, this whole deck you can create if you're a brand new player in a new account with no issues. Right now you get 3 UR Dream tickets, which means you can do 2 Cosmic Cyclones and a Deus Ex Crawler with your UR Dream tickets to have this deck into your account if you wanted to run it. And then I use personally my SR tickets on Tretch, but if it's on your main account and you don't have Tretch, I would save them because Tretch might get banned. So you don't want those to go away or anything like that. And that is pretty much the deck breakdown. This deck, again, the reason you see it is this is the free-to-play version of it. You don't even need the extra deck, but if you do have an account that's not free-to-play, you could get things like Dyson Sphere is really good from your extra deck, and Utopic Package is really good, stuff like that. You probably have never even used Dyson Sphere, but it's in here in the Gimmick Puppet box. But yeah, again, this is a free-to-play new account. Might do Rise to Cog with it. I'm not sure yet, but if I do, it'll be on this account. You can see that you don't have to deal with pay to win necessities to actually play this deck. Now, in terms of replays, I got a couple of replays for you here. Nothing too crazy. We're just going to go over just maybe 1 or 2 of them, just to kind of show you the combos and what this deck can do. The big thing this deck wants to do is create that stun, right? You want to create that situation where your opponent cannot do anything. So let's see what happens here. I think this match I was against BLS. This is literally just flip down the BLS. They can never do anything. Yeah, so right here, this right here, if I went first, is literally an OTK against most decks, right? You bring out the Ritual, you bring out the Princess, you bring out the Crawler. Monster effects can't be used anymore. Most decks will just wrap it up to that. So here you go. It's a BLS deck. BLS ends up coming out. We'll let the BLS come out. And he's going to go ahead, rip the Cosmic Cyclone. The only thing that he could have hit that would have been actually bad is the Deus Ex Crawler. If he had that, that would have been bad. But if he anything else, I could have just Master of Rites and been fine. So we go in, we Prediction Ritual, then bring out the Taratore. Taratore flips down the big boy himself. He Sphere Karibos, that's fine. We're a Book of Moon on legs. Now we have Deus Ex Crawler. He's here on our board. And the other thing I forgot to mention, you can't target Deus Ex Crawler when he's face down, or he'll just negate the effect and destroy you. Taraturi, he tries to flip up. All his effects are ignition. They're all gone anyway. You flip him back down. He adds a card, and he's pretty much done. That's it. That's all he's got. Cosmic Cyclone for the culture. GG. All right. You love to see it. You love to see it. Let's see what else we got. I'm trying to remember if any of these were like heavy stun lock ones, but I'm sure we'll see. I'm sure we'll see. Let's see here. Against Odeon. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I remember this one. This is against Shiranui. This duel is pretty funny. Check this out. All right. Check this out. So in we go against Shiranui. Opening hand is okay. It's not the best, not the worst. Go ahead. He's going to send his Shiranui boy. We're going to bring out the Spirit, add the Hate Hane. 2-set Book of Moons. We're chilling. Raigeki Break comes down to take out both Book of Moons, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. He decides to go in, he makes his tuner monster, swings in. Now my skill is triggered. Master of Rites it away. We don't need Treacherous Trap Hole against Shiranui. This is pretty much game over. He just doesn't know yet. Prediction Ritual comes out, we swing in. We have the Deus Ex, we flip up Deus Ex, and now none of his activated monster effects on the field can activate. He brings out Shogun Saga, tries to get an attack boost, does not work. Sets a card, I flip him face down. What are you going to do? All right. We tribute, I actually did a sneaky little play here. We're tributing our Deus Ex to put the Hate Hane face down. And then the end phase, this was just in case we got hit by something like some crazy trap card. We'll have Deus Ex come back. Canadia, he goes for the Canadia on my flip. That's A-okay. We don't really care. We still have Deus Ex to negate all monster effects. He swings into the Taraturi. I top deck Cosmic. I didn't really need it, if I'm being honest. Fiendish Chain, doesn't really matter. We hit this thing. We could have won either way. GG, he can't do anything at that point. Deus Ex Crawler, too good. Hate Hane is too good. And Taratore is too good. I actually don't even know why I didn't surrender. There you go. So, there you go, guys. I love this deck. This deck is super awesome. I think that as far as the new box goes, yes, it sucks that all of, Necros and stuff like that isn't, competitively viable, but at the very least, if you're free to play and you win in for your Book of Moons, you can at least build this and you still have something that you can play. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you build this deck. If you don't have a dream ticket, I don't personally recommend going to get the Deus Ex Crawler with gems. Just wait for a dream ticket or wait for a 50% gem sale. I don't even know if this is in the 50% gem sale. Let me see what it's in. Blazing Rose, yeah, so just wait. There's no reason to go for this if it's just gems. This is only if you have these cards or you have the UR Dream tickets available. All right? Till next video, thank you guys for watching. Peace.